All right, everybody. I am back. Elapsed time has been about 15 minutes waiting for my pot of water to come to a boil. So I've got my pot here. It needs to have a little salt added to it. Just about 1 teaspoon of salt, a couple pinches, and let that dissolve in there. And then I'm going to add my chow mein noodles. Now, the directions, if I'm not mistaken for yours, is 2.5 minutes in boiling water. Okay? Now, I'm going to double check that on Monday just to make sure, but I've got my pot of boiling water. I've separated my noodles, okay, per the directions, and then I'm going to add them to my water, and I'm going to cook based on my directions. Now, my directions say about 30 seconds. Stir and then drain and then cool in cold water. Yours will be about 2.5 minutes if I'm not mistaken, but then you'll drain them and then also cool them under cold water, and then we're going to lightly coat them with a little oil so that they don't stick. So that is going to be what I need to do. What I also need to do, though, and I have forgotten, is I got to get some towels. So even the pros forget a little every once in a while. All right, so here we go. Noodles go in. Immediately start stirring. So that they do not stick. I'm going to wait just a little longer on these. I don't know if I necessarily agree entirely with the directions. I'm going to wait for it to come close to a boil. I will pull one out, though, and taste. Okay. Yep, they're getting real close. Taking just a little longer than the 15 or so seconds they said. But they're getting real close. So I'm just going to give these a little stir. One thing you just don't want to do, guys, is do not overcook them, okay? They'll just fall apart into little tiny bits and pieces. All right. Now I'm going to very carefully transfer this to my sink where I have my colander. All right. So empty that out. Turn off my stove. And start rinsing. Remember, cold water. Make sure okay, so those are now cooled off enough. Gonna let them drain a little over a bowl. And I'm just gonna lightly coat them with just a little oil so they don't stick. So just a little bit of oil. So they don't stick. All right. Now, I'm going to try to edit this so that I do this first. I would strongly suggest that you cook the pasta first. Although, again, not necessary, okay, to have to do that. All right, guys, so we've got everything that we need. We got our pasta. We have our sauce. all ready to go. We got our chicken and shrimp in the refrigerator. We've got all of our vegetables. Onions, carrots, bell peppers, green onions, mushrooms, ginger, garlic. So we are just about ready to cook. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to pause. I'm going to review our directions, and then we will go ahead and get started. Remember, everybody, as I mentioned the other day, you don't need fancy equipment. All you need is a pan and a spoon, a little bit of oil, a towel, and some patience. This is the first time you're making anything like this, so don't feel like if I make a little mistake, it's going to be a ruined dish. It's still probably going to come out really, really well. So first, get all your mise en place done, because this is going to be real quick, real fast. It's going to be done in absolutely no time at all. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to review my directions, and then we will come back and get started.